Do not pay that collection until you watch this. I'm going to repeat that again. Do not pay that collection until you watch this. I'm serious. You could hand over hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and the collection could still stay on your credit report for years to come. Now, most people think a collection is a death sentence for their credit score, a big red mark that's untouchable for 7 long years. But the truth is, there are completely legal strategies to remove collections from your credit report entirely. And if you know how to use them, well, you could see your score jump in as little as 30 days. So in this video, I'm going to take you through step by step the exact process to do it, starting with debt validation, then moving into targeted disputes, then negotiating a pay for delete if necessary, and finally using the statute of limitations to your advantage. And please stick around, because at the very end, I'm going to give you a little known tactic that even some credit repair companies don't tell you about, and it could very well be your fast track to a clean credit report. So here's what's really going on. When a debt gets unpaid, the original creditor usually sells it to a collection agency for pennies on the dollar. So if you owed $1,000, they might have bought it for, say, $50 or $100. And that means they have a huge profit margin. And that's why you have leverage. Their goal is to collect as much as possible, not to maintain perfect records. Now, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA, and the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FDCPA, the burden of proof is on them, not on you. So a collection can slam your score by 50 to 100 points, making it harder to rent an apartment, buy a car, or even pass an employment background check. But remember, credit reports are often riddled with errors. If they can't verify every single detail, then you can demand instant deletion. So your first move should always be to send a debt validation letter. Now you have 30 days from the first contact to demand that they prove that they have the legal right to collect the debt with full documentation. Now that means contracts, account statements, chain of custody from the original creditor, not just a balance number on the letterhead. Now, here's the kicker. If they cannot produce this, they must stop collection and notify the credit bureaus to delete it. Now, in my experience, many agencies simply don't have those records, especially when it comes to older debts. Even if 30 days have passed, you can still request validation. Now, if they ignore you or they send incomplete proof, well, you've got powerful leverage to use it in a dispute or a complaint with the CFPB. So, my credit warriors, just before we take an even deeper dive, it's imperative you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game-changing video that helps your credit situation. I promise it will help you and you will appreciate it. So buckle up and let's take a slightly deeper plunge. Now, even if the debt is valid, the reporting often isn't. Maybe the balance is wrong. Maybe the date of the first delinquency is off. Maybe it's listed twice. Every inaccuracy is a possible path to deletion. Remember that, it's important. The credit bureaus have 30 days to investigate a dispute. If the collector can't verify the disputed item in time, when the bureau has to delete it. A smart strategy? Well, dispute each error separately, and that's important. See, if the account has 3 wrong details, that's 3 separate disputes. So you're forcing the collector to work harder, and each one is a chance for them to fail. Always, always keep copies of every letter and send everything by certified mail. That paper trail can save you if you have to escalate to a formal complaint or even a small claims court. Now, if validation fails and disputes don't work, you still have a final card to pay, and that's pay for delete. Now, this is where you negotiate with the collector. You agree to pay in exchange for them removing the collection entirely from your credit report. Now, never ever make this deal over the phone without getting written proof. And that's really important because without it, they could take your money and still leave the black mark on your credit report. Now, you'll have more success if the debt is older or if you can offer a lump sum payment. Remember, they probably bought the debt for pennies on the dollar, so even a reduced offer could still be profitable for them. Now, next up is the insider strategy. Every state has a statute of limitations on debt lawsuits. Now, once that time passes, they cannot legally sue you to collect. And for many states, that's between 3 to 6 years. Now, if the debt is also older than 7 years from the date of the first delinquency, the credit bureaus have to delete it entirely. Now, sometimes collectors illegally re-age debt to keep it on your report longer. And if you catch this, you can demand immediate removal. And the good news is you might even have grounds to sue them. So now you know that getting a collection deleted legally is entirely possible. Start with the debt validation, dispute every single inaccuracy, negotiate pay for delete when needed, and always, always watch for the statute of limitations and re-aging. Now, in a future video, I'll walk you through my exact debt validation letter template, the same one that's helped people erase collections in as little as 30 days. So subscribe now so you don't want to miss it. And in the meantime, have a wonderful day, my credit warriors, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.